What's up, everybody? Welcome to Truthcast TV. And I know what my subscribers are thinking. What the hell are you doing now? Well, I know I don't usually make videos like this. As a matter of fact, this will be my first video where I'm reviewing anything. But on my channel, Truthcast TV, I'm going to start reviewing items that I buy that I feel like people would like to see and hear about and know about. And this particular mower right here, I've had it for about 2.5 weeks. We'll say 3 weeks for sake of argument. And I was going to do an unboxing video, but I would, I'd rather spare y'all the part 1, part 2, and part 3 videos and just go ahead and use it for 2 or 3 weeks and then give y'all my opinion and let y'all know how it's done so far and if you should buy one or not. So what we got right here. So I'm going to start reviewing, whatever it is, whether it's, lawnmowers or a vaporizer or a car, just whatever it is that I buy that I don't see, any other videos out for, I'm going to review. I look for this. I've been looking for this on YouTube for the past 2 weeks for this particular model, this LC221A. I've went through about 45, 50 videos and I still haven't found it, this exact model. So this is why I'm doing this video for the people out here who's thinking about buying one, or who already has one and would like to see a review on it. Now, this isn't the Honda motor which has been coming in the Husqvarna all-wheel drives for the past, I don't know, however many years. This is the 2019 model. This is the LC221A. Now, I bought this from Lowe's, like I said, 2.5, 3 weeks ago for about $420. It may be cheaper, it may be more expensive where you're at. I have no idea. You may can get it cheaper online. I have no idea. I went to Lowe's Hardware, my local Lowe's Hardware. And, I got tired of buying a push mower every year. Every summer, I live in the South, in the deep South, and we have a whole lot of humidity. And that humidity, it just causes rust so bad. It'll eat something like a cheap weed eater lawnmower up within a year or two. Like the wheel fall off the frame, This one right here, very well built, a whole lot better built than any type of weed eater or any of them little bitty $100 push mowers. But I would say within 3 or 4 years, if you don't have a building, it'll do the same thing to this Husqvarna too. And if you don't clean the deck out, it'll that grass, it'll definitely get a lot of moisture under there and start rusting the deck out. But I'll get to that here in a minute. I've got to be at work, so I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. I've got to be at work at 4 and it's like 2:10, so I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. But yeah, this is the all-new Husqvarna 6.75 163 cc 6.75 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor, and it is a beast. I've mowed grass up to 6-7 inches tall. I don't never let mine get over 4 or 5, but I have mowed one of my friend's grass and it was about 7 inches tall. There was no bogging down, not whatsoever. So unless you're mowing grass a foot, 2 foot tall, this thing right here will do everything that you want it to do and more. It is a beast. So let's take a walk around it right here. I'm gonna turn my phone sideways and okay, first of all, right here, you got your pulley. This is, that's how you pull it. And you know what I love about this mower? Well, first of all, let me back up. Here's your gas cap. It'll hold about, I don't know, maybe a half a gallon of gas. Maybe a little under, maybe a little over. Don't quote me on that. Here's your air filter. Simple as can be to take out and put in. It's got 2 holes in it. And the filter's got 2 things coming out, so you can just stick her right on whenever you need to. So if anybody out there was wondering how long these things will last, I've had this one for about 3 weeks now, but I live where there's a whole lot of red mud and dirt. So, if you've got a lot of thick grass and you don't live around a bunch of red mud and dirt, then, your filter probably lasts a lot longer than this. But after 3 weeks, that's what mine looks like. But, what can you do? Okay, next, let me stick this back on right here without breaking anything. I'm really bad for doing stuff like that. All right, and it just, clips right back on, simple as can be. We'll go around to the front right here. It says all-wheel drive, Husqvarna. Got the Husqvarna logo. We got the OHV logo. We got our exhaust coming out the front right there. I like that. I like that. And these tires, y'all, these tires right here are amazing. These tires will go over anything. And they grip to the ground, whether it's wet, muddy, don't matter what it is. With a little bit of a push, I mean, and not much of a push at all. Sometimes, most of the time, you don't have to push at all. These tires will just grip and go. But if you're going up a hill and it's muddy, and you may have to give it a slight push, but they will dig in and they will go. So I love the addition of the grip tires. That is awesome. And I love the body shape too, compared to the other Husqvarna all-wheel drives that I've seen, the older ones, and even the ones from a couple years ago, last year and stuff. I love the rims, and I love the shape of the deck, how it curves up like that right there. A lot more aerodynamic, than most lawnmowers, and like I said, it's just an all-around beast. And right here, what we got is your this is your door for your back discharge. So this Husqvarna is a back discharge, not a side discharge. Thank God, because the reason why I say that is, now I'm gonna take this bag off. Okay. Now what we have inside of there, I'm sorry for it being dirty, y'all, so clean that out. What we got right here is well, oh hell, I forgot the name of it. Oh, let me dump it. I forgot the name of this thing. I'm so sorry, y'all. I forgot the name of this thing, but this comes with it. And if you don't want, I think, now, don't quote me on, because I haven't even been through my owner's manual yet. So I'm really not totally sure what this thing is called and what it's exactly for. What I use it for is for when I don't want to put my bag on there, when I don't want to have to dump grass out, every 15-20 minutes. That's about how long it takes to fill this bag up. It takes a lot longer than I expected. But when I don't even want to have to fool with that at all, I'll just lift this up and I'll just stick this right on in. And sorry about that. And no rocks hit me. No dirt gets in my face. Nothing like that. So I love it. Whatever it's called, I love it. Great addition. Love it. And like I said, you can put your bag on top of that and you'll still be able to get grass inside of there, and you won't have any in your yard at all. I mean, look how pretty that yard is. I mean, I live in a trailer, but my yard, it looks good. Anyway, I digress. Let me stick this bag back on right here so it'll look good when I show it to y'all again. And excuse me, I didn't put that in right. Excuse me, I forgot to tell y'all that this bag hooks hold on, let me take this out. Okay, I got that out. This bag will hook to these little hooks down here. If you don't have that little thing I just had in, it just slides right on and right off. Let me hold that on my foot so y'all can see how easy that is. It just hooks onto them two little hooks right there. That's it. One on each side. You just hook it up, drop it, and roll. And that's it. You can lower your wheels. You can lower them. You can raise them. However you want to do it. Now the only problem, and you got your, this is for your all-wheel drive, which works really well as long as you keep the deck clean. Don't get no debris in there. And this is for your gas. You can break it down, fold it down, to where you can stick it in the back of a small car. Love the way they made this thing break down like that. Here's your oil, and here's your pull. And here's what I love about this Husqvarna. It is no prime. It is ready start. So you don't prime nothing ever. You just pull that cord right there, and she cranks up every time. Let's see. Every time. I love that now, not having to prime. Oh my God, is that not awesome? But, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to say one other thing. This is this right here, I didn't break, but it come off the other day when I was washing the deck off. This is so you can get a water hose and just screw it right on there. Cut your water hose on, and then you crank the lawnmower up, and then you just sit there and let it turn for about 4 to 5 minutes, and it'll clean the entire deck out. So I love this feature too. Just don't be a dummy like me and accidentally trip over the water hose while it's on here, because it might just do what it did with me and break off. Now I gotta find a way to put it back on. So if anybody out there sees this video and they know a good way to put it back on, let me know, because I ain't found it yet. But I love that feature. But the last thing I would like to show y'all is the deck. Now the deck gets dirty. It will get dirty, and a lot of debris will come up into here and to here, as you can see right there. Watch this. As you can see right here, look at that. Y'all see all that? So that is the only bad thing about this lawnmower, is that. And there's all your pulleys, and here's your belts. Simple to put on and to take off and put back on. So simple. Husqvarna made that so simple. It's just the only problem I got with it is just look at all that. And that right there retains moisture. So if you leave that on there for a while, then it's going to rot. It's going to rust your deck out. But besides that, this lawnmower is a beast. And there's the whole undercarriage. It's got a guard right here. I love how they left that open so you can do what you need to do if something goes wrong without having to take off all grades of shit. But that's my review of the Husqvarna LC221A 6.75 horsepower, 163cc all-wheel drive Briggs & Stratton motor. Husqvarna knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm going to give this one a 5-star review. I think anybody with a yard who doesn't have one big enough to buy a riding lawnmower, or who may not can afford a riding lawnmower,